part of it, Day, is it's winter is over. It doesn't get as cold in San Francisco as other places, but that's a big part of it. Waking up from winter.
The spring awakening, the springboard, the platform. As Occupy, we are in our 4th stage of a historically given 8-stage movement process in terms of revolution. We are in the takeoff stage. Right now, we are so mobilized, we are so energized. But at the same time, Carol Harvey, people are losing faith. People don't know, should I go back? I don't know what I should do right now. But the 4th stage is the most important stage because as many people leave the movement, crystallizes the movement into a solid core of individuals who will then affect the greater thing. So you never want to think of it as holding your breath. You want to think of it as taking deep breaths in and out. Every season, we're breathing in, we're breathing out, we're breathing in, we're breathing out. And at any given time, something's going to happen. You know, it's inevitable.
It appears to me you're going to write an article. This is an interview for an article, a news piece. Are you going to do that for your school? Is this a school assignment? What is it going to be for?
I just do it for like fun because it's sort of
for fun.
Because it's like it's sort of. I mean, like it's just like cool to like. I did that on the general strike like 3 months ago, and I did the same thing, and then we put it on this website.
Which website?
I think Poor Magazine.
Wow, did you really? Poor Magazine?
Poor's. That's not bad.
So are you going to try to put it on Poor Magazine this time?
Yeah.
So I can read it? Hot dog. That's great.
My dad's going to be the editor.
That's terrific. So partly you're doing it because you're interested in, you want to know what people think.
Yeah.
Yes? Yeah, I think that's just great because that's kind of what I do. Do you think it's a learning experience?
Yeah. My dad always says it's in my education.
It's a great way to get educated.
Do you go to public school?
What was the name of the school you went
Alice Fong Yu.
Where is that?
It's in the Inner Sunset.
Okay, so you drive a distance to get to it.
I live in the Bayview. But I take the school bus.
Alright.
Now, your family, they're not particularly rich. But you guys aren't dead poor either.
Now we're in the middle.
Kind of in the middle. Maybe on the lower element of the middle, or like, do you understand? Like in the middle, there's like a higher and a lower
of the middle
that they use to try to fight against each other.
Yes. So we're basically on maybe 5 out of 4.5 out of 10.
Okay. I'd have to say that's lower middle class, Carol. And the thing is that they try to get everybody so comfortable with where they are that they don't need to strive higher or lower. So let's say you're lower middle class. Dude, you have your Haagen-Dazs, you've got some clothes for school, your parents aren't going to let you go without glasses or nothing. They're also not going to go further with their consumer identity and like push a bunch of video games on you to keep you busy when you get home from school, and like if you do your homework and you can play your games and whatnot.
Yes.
So I would almost have to say that's a set to default of perhaps 1975 American middle class structure.
You got that?
You're talking about video games, though. Now you get to video games. You start talking about video games. That's when it gets real. That's sensitive. That's sensitive, dude.
Video games is when it gets real.
That's when it gets sensitive. Yes.
Yeah.
Most sensitive.
Sensitive.
You like your video games, Day? Yeah. Very Okay.
Now,
unreal.
what type of video games do you like, Dave?
Why are we talking about video games?
Because it's important, dude. Because
important
they're
to you.
using video games to train people your age to kill people in 10 years without even thinking about it.
With drones.
With-
Yep, they're doing it right now. You know
They
about that, right?
use actual Xbox controllers
For the
in
drones.
military applications so
That's
that
right.
it's familiar to the youth that's been in high school, and the recruiter comes around and is like, hey dude, you know you could use like 30 grand next year.
Yeah.
You know you
Right.
can.
Right.
Then you're only 17, but look, this thing is in the palm of your hand. You're looking at a screen, and they have that. That's not kooky conspiracy
No, that's
stuff.
right.
No, and they learned on video
They train
games.
these guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a hip little guy right here.
really.
A journalist at large.
What, is this your dad?
Yeah.
Michael.
We met before, James.
All right, James,
Pleasure.
I'm pleased to meet you again.
Hi. And he is every bit a Chionsini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Working on the article. Yep. His education, no school
Yeah,
today.
so
This is
what's
better
the
than
deal?
school.
I thought my parents were like supposed to inoculate me to the world. I was born in 1967, dude.
Wow.
Like, you'd think my parents would be hip. What happened? Hippies turned into yuppies, turned into fucking douchebags. Now, I'm sorry for my French, but
Don't insult female hygiene products by comparing them to
I
yuppies,
won't,
please.
but I won't compare a human hygiene product to my parents. But the thing is that
Now we're
as
in front of the
much
children,
as they
Dad.
tried to say liberation, it was because of divorce. Here's the house. Here's the keys to the house. Make it in by 10. Dude, I had total mixed messages.
Yeah.
You know, I was growing up on Rambo and Bugs Bunny, and we're having our own children, and we're saying, look, like my daughter's 18. Your boy, he's 10 years old.
It's amazing anybody
But it's
makes
right.
it out halfway sane.
Didn't you say your daughter was a journalist?
She is a journalist, yes. Jordan Clift is a photojournalist that documents human suffering throughout Central America at the hands of the United States.
And Dave,
Clift.
My kid.
Dave, he is an amazing artist. Some of his artwork is online.
I'm already famous, but it doesn't mean anything, dude. The best thing you can do with your fame is to build a soapbox out of it and get kinda Hollywood and be like, okay, people pay attention to me.
Sorry.
So I'm going to use my work to educate other people. You don't want to use yourself to abuse yourself. Because what may happen is that you get all fancy pants about it, right? Let's say you're making a bunch of money and you have everything you want, and you will just keep trying to acquire that. But something will happen where you realize that your whole life has been spent for somebody else's life. The only gains we can make as humans is to give our lives to others, to live our lives in service to the entire planet. And dude, when you do that, the planet smiles upon you, and the universe will help you do what you gotta do. You know, and for you, I think it's pretty important given your background and you know what you're trying to do.
Dave, thank you for this. Thank you for trying to be a journalist and learn, because you know you're young and you're starting, and it's gonna be your world. It's your world.
Fist
Well,
bump, fist bump,
yeah,
high five.
yeah.
I want to high five you too, can I?
He's 10.
That's a great age.
It is a great age. I was telling him, you know, he's in the 5th grade. I loved the 5th grade. I liked it. So it was the best 3 years of my life.
Okay, Dave, you're terrific. Thank you.